So, I mean, to start this off, where do I start? I'll start by saying that boxing is getting on my damn nerves. Okay? It's getting on my nerves. I love sports, most sports, but I would say boxing is my favorite sport. I was introduced to boxing early in life, in single figures. I might have been 5, 6, or 7, one of these ages. Okay, I probably was 5. The first fight I saw was a fight I didn't even remember seeing, but my dad told me that I saw it. Roberto Duran versus Thomas the Hitman Hearns, Motor City Cobra, and all of this stuff. Knocked out Duran so devastatingly, beautifully. It was wonderful. But the first fight I actually remember seeing was Hearns versus Hagler. I was a Hearns fan going into that fight. When the fight was over, I was definitely a Hagler fan. Even though I was still a Hearns fan, I was definitely a Hagler fan. I didn't know much about Hagler before that. Well, I did. I knew about Hagler, but I knew about him. I knew he was a good boxer, but I was a Hearns fan, and Hearns and Hagler were gonna fight. So I'm like, come on, Hearns, you got to deal with this guy. After 3 rounds of getting beaten up by Hitman Hearns, Hagler decided that he had to knock him out because the ref stopped the fight just before the continuation of the third round to check a cut that had opened up on Hagler's eye or somewhere on his face. I'm sure it's eye. Yeah. And they were going to stop it. Obviously, this was a cut from punches. And they were going to stop the fight because he was bleeding crazily. Right. And the doctors were looking to say, you know what, we might stop it. But they said, you know what, we're going to let it go and let's see what happens. Boy, I don't know why they done that because Hagler just turned into beast mode and said, oh my days, I need to win now. And proceeded to knocking him out, Hearns that is, knocking out Hearns in that third round. It was just, oh my days, it was fantastic brutality. And yeah, instant Hearns. I'm Hagler fan after that, even though I'm still a Hearns fan. Later on after that, maybe down a couple months later, Tyson versus Trevor Berbick. I've been hearing about Tyson. My dad's been telling me, oh my days, there's this guy, Mike Tyson's just knocking out everybody first round, heavyweight. Oh my days, he's crazy. This guy got no neck. He got no neck. So, okay, cool. Let's watch Tyson versus Berbick. He knocks out Berbick crazily. Yeah. 22 months, he had 27 fights. That's unheard of. These days, guys can't even have 5 fights a year. 2 fights a year is what they... Contenders coming up, they're having 3 or 4 fights a year. What's this? It's ridiculous. Crazy. That's how the man was fighting back in the day. These guys ain't fighting like that these days. You understand? You understand? The man that vex me, you know. What happened to them? Get in the ring, my youth, and go fight. Yeah? I hear boxers say something like, well, you don't get in the ring. It's not something that you do. Yeah, it's not something I do. I'm a spectator. I'm watching. I'm a fan. Yeah? You do that. You go and fight in the ring to entertain me. Do you understand? I pay my money to watch you fight. Yeah? Don't come and tell me about I don't do it. Of course I don't do it because I'm a fan of you, man. I'm a fan of boxing, so get in there and go and have a fight. And don't talk about we don't do it. And stop having these sparring wars. These sparring wars. Who cares about sparring wars? I don't see it. It's not like you can get. Can you get paid for your sparring wars? Can you get paid other than the coach that you're gonna go and fight, the fighter that you're gonna go and fight, his coach give you like something like £500, $500, $1,000. Red boy, go to the fight, get in the ring, have the actual fight, and get couple mil, you idiots, man. You man are dumb. How are you not gonna be popular? Boxing about popularity, and that's how you get paid, by being popular. If you're popular, people will watch. If more people are watching, more eyes on the screen, more money goes into the promoter and the broadcaster's pocket, and they can then in turn pay you properly or pay you the way you want to be paid. But to do that, you have to stay relevant. You have to stay in the minds of the fans. If you're not in the minds of the fans, they don't care about you. So then when you do eventually have a fight, they're like, who? Who's going to fight? I don't know him. I'm not watching that. Tyson fought 15 times in 10 months. Why do you think he's so popular? You idiots. Imagine, hey, 20, 27 fights in 22 months. Tyson was known worldwide in 2 years with no internet, no social media, nothing like that at all. Hardly even mobile phones. Hardly even mobile phones. It's bare landlines and word of mouth. Tyson, I think when Tyson fought Lennox Lewis, they made something like 100 mil in the... Listen, you lot don't know nothing about this thing. You lot stay in the gym, have your gym wars. Do that, yeah? And nobody will care about you. Nobody. Right now, America's got how many millions and billions of people in America got living there? 3 billion, something like that. And you can tell me you can't get 1 million people to watch you in America. 250K is what is the standard pay-per-view right now in America. You lot are idiots, man. I'm done. I don't want to chat about you, man, anymore. Bun you lot.